Good morning, Area 250 and morning Team London. Thank you so much, Steph, for putting this on for us today so that we can all grow our businesses that little bit further. And I think one of the things we are blessed with in London is a leader in Steph who pulls us all together to share our knowledge out and hopefully help each other along the way. Steph's asked me today to do something on the power of the 50cc Club, which is something that I qualified for in August this year. But, what does that actually mean? Well, the 50cc Club is a recognition of building your open or non-manager business. So that means people that are in your team that are not yet manager. So I did that over the months of June, July and August. And I think what I want to share this morning is really, how to empower your open business, because that's what I feel I've done over the last few months and certainly through lockdown. And I think it's all about creating a fantastic team culture and an environment for growth. And, that's something I'm really proud of within my team. We're all kind of quite interesting people from very, very different backgrounds, but we very much pull together to support each other and recognize each other. And I think really, what does that come down to? Well, I said we're all from different backgrounds, so maybe I should start with that. For those that you don't know me, my name's Claire, and my background prior to Forever was in TV. I was a producer and director at the BBC, and I loved that as a job. I specialised mainly in fashion and interiors programmes, which went out on the BBC, but also on the World Service. And I say I loved that job. I loved it for 12 years, but then I guess the environment of TV and programme making changed in terms of the programmes I specialised in were what are known as lifestyle and leisure. And those programmes had their budgets cut, which meant that I had to make a lot more programme on a lot less money. And really what that meant was a lot longer working hours. So it wasn't unusual for me to be on location until midnight, and it certainly wasn't unusual to be in edit suites till 2 a.m. sometimes, because that's what I needed to do to create the kind of programmes that I was happy with. And unfortunately for me, I was diagnosed with a condition called ME, or chronic fatigue. I'm sure some of you may have heard of it, or you may know people that have been through it. But for me, at its worst, I would be in bed for 2 months at a time, quite literally, without the energy really to walk down a flight of stairs, certainly not to read a paper or even drive my car. Luckily for me, a great friend of mine from a programme called The Clothes Show introduced me to not just our business opportunity, but most importantly for my health, this little baby, our signature product, the aloe vera gel. And that transformed my energy levels. It certainly wasn't immediate, but over a few months, I started to feel better. Within 6 months, it was pretty much transformational. And in fact, 4 years ago, I went from literally not having the energy to walk down a flight of stairs to climbing Kilimanjaro, the highest freestanding mountain in Africa. In fact, I went on to do that for a second time. I'm not sure I've got a third one in me, but it is an amazing thing to do. It's one of those sort of life-affirming achievements, I guess, would be the best way to describe that. But back to the power of creating open business. And one of the things I remember from, actually it was from Aidan O'Hare, from the last, I think, company success day that we did, was Aidan O'Hare's speech on the 5 simple things that we can do to grow our business and grow our teams. And that's Aidan that you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. He's our VP and an amazing human. And if you ever want to listen to something to give yourself a bit of inspiration, just listen to Aidan. And in fact, the person that you can see on the right-hand side of the screen is my gorgeous sister-in-law, Janie, and she absolutely loves Aidan and all the things that Aidan shares with us, again, to help us grow our business, and that's Aidan with his family there. But really it comes down to key things, key simple things that you can do within your own team and obviously for yourself. And the number one thing that we all do in Forever is use the products. So use the products that are going to help you improve your health. And I would say within my own personal customer base, it is absolutely the aloe vera gel that is my number one product. It's the product that gave me my health back. It's the product that I am most enthusiastic about. But what's your favorite product? You know, do you talk to people about that product on a regular basis? And within my team, and certainly within my open business, you know, that's what I encourage. You know, what are your 5 favorite products? Do you know them inside out and backwards? And do you promote those out through your own customer base? The second thing, obviously, is to share those products and to keep sharing, you know, the aloe with the people that you know and take that global. You know, this is a global opportunity. And I'm very lucky to have developed a team, not just here in the UK, but specifically in South Africa and in Australia too. You know, we're all humans, we all have energy needs, and particularly at the moment, you know, going through COVID times, one of the great things about the aloe vera gel is that it can really help to support your immune system. And everybody needs and wants that at the moment. So, you know, have a think about how many people you can bring the power of our signature product to. And one of the things that we all recognize, certainly within the company, and I do this a lot within my team, we have a Monday team check-in every week. And that really is to celebrate people's wins and to discuss things that people are perhaps having a few issues with and work them out. So yeah, keep sharing the power of our aloe. And when you're looking to develop a 50cc business or a 50cc open business, one of the other key areas, and this is something we're really focusing on within my team at the moment, is sharing the business opportunity or sponsoring. In other words, developing a team, developing a downline. And when you do that, you start to develop, I guess, seeds for growth. And that's another really key part of developing a 50cc open business so that you can qualify for the 50cc incentive. You know, you can be part of this. You know, I feel quite proud and quite honoured to be part of that. And what it does show is that your business is growing. And, you know, while customers are absolutely key and important to our own business and to doing your 4 or 5 case credits, it's when you share the actual opportunity and that you sponsor, that's when you start to see growth. And it really is taking it one step at a time. You know, explore your journey as a business owner, take that step and encourage your new and open business to do the same. And then, of course, you'll become part of the 4cc Club. I love this shot. This is a shot that was taken over in Tahoe, which is one of the Eagle Manager incentives. So that's another way that being part of 50cc Club, or the power of it, if you like, is the power of developing 4 case credit businesses. This was at an Eagle Manager retreat. So now I know I'm on track to qualify for Eagle Manager. So again, that's the power of being part of the 50cc Club. And the other thing that's absolutely key is to make sure that not only you know what the incentives are, but you're able to share that out with your team. So learn what those incentives are and qualify for them. Our fantastic new tool that's been launched, the newforeverliving.com website, has an amazing area where it explains all of those incentives. So whether you're new to the business and you're looking to do your 4CCs, there are some pointers there for you. Whether if you're an assistant maths supervisor at the moment, your next step obviously is supervisor. All of that is there, and manager. And then the really exciting bits that come in after manager. So things like the car program, the Eagle Manager incentive, and the chairman's bonus incentive. You know, all of those things I've qualified for, but it all comes down to building a strong open business, building a strong seed bed so that you can go on to whatever your next, excuse me, whatever your next step is. And some of the images you can see here on the screen are my team, my team enjoying what they're doing, and of course my upline as well. There's Adam's fantastic chairman's bonus check. Adam's part of our upline. John and Jane, who are just the most inspirational people, picking up theirs. And bottom right, you can see there Rolf Kipp. Now, Rolf is one of the biggest business owners in the world of forever. And I remember talking to him at one of our rallies and asking him about the secret to success. Well, do you know what? There isn't one really. The one thing that we all need to focus on is 4 case credits. And that's what Rolf said to me. He said, Claire, learn to do your 4 case credits. And then when you can do that, you can share that out to your team as you introduce and sponsor them. So yeah, if I have a top tip for working towards the 50cc club, it's that. Focus on your 4 and then duplicate that out down and through your team, and recognize it within your team. I think over the years I've developed a really strong team culture, and like I said, we're all from very different backgrounds, but I think we all bring a lightness certainly to our team check-ins on a Monday night, and I think that in no small way has helped me to go on and grow a really, really strong open business. Some of the things that we're doing at the moment, certainly this month, one of the things we found that's really helped people to develop customers is to do some fun things online. And as we all need to do, online is where it's at the moment, particularly during COVID times. I love doing customer mask Zoom nights. People retail and master their customers. We retail them for £10 each and then invite them onto an evening to do it all together, so that we're all having like an in-home treatment, if you like, obviously with a little tipple to go along with it. And our next one is next week. And from doing online events, you create more customers that want to use more products. And I think in particular, that's the beauty of our aloe biocellulose mask. It's a great way to introduce people to our skincare. And one of the things we do when we do these nights is to take that opportunity to share more information about the skincare ranges. I'm a massive fan of the Infinite range, which is for slightly more mature skins. But obviously we have our Sonia range too, which is fantastic for combination skins and particularly younger skins. So maybe try something like that in the month of October. Get together with some of your team and do a Zoom online mask around the skincare. And what I usually say to the team just beforehand is, think about who you want to invite. What friends would you like to have a bit of fun with online? Have you done a C9 or retailed a C9 in the past? Those are great customers to go back to and ask if they would like to come on to a special VIP evening all around a face mask. Charge £10 for the mask so that people have something to come online with. Or maybe, as Kyle's very eloquently talked about the power of social media. So you can promote these kind of things on social media. You could maybe even do a competition to win a mask, and then that person is automatically invited to your evening. So that's just a few of the things that we're doing within our team. And the other thing I'm really enjoying at the moment is, I don't know about anybody else, but has anyone else got a bit of a COVID belly? We're focusing on an autumn health reboot. And that's really around doing, not just taking the drinks, but really focusing on someone's health and introducing the benefits of doing a 9-day cleanse, and introducing the benefits of getting out and doing some exercise, whether that's just going for a walk or a cycle. The great thing about the C9 is it's an introduction to better health. And for those that want to then go on perhaps do Fit 15, I've thought about it. That's another way to take that further. But I really do think the power at the moment around the C9, and we've heard a bit about those sales earlier this morning, is to encourage people to look at their health and perhaps gift a few of those unwanted COVID kilos back to where they actually belong. So really, what do I think about the power of the 50cc club? Well, the power of the 50cc club is really working with your committed team. And that's something I've worked hard on over the last few months, is to bring the team back together. We have a presence online. We meet on Zoom every week. And I really do think that has helped everyone in my team and myself personally to really look at sponsoring. And I think later on tonight, we do have a bit of Strictly. I am a bit of a Strictly fan. And what's the line that Tess and Claude always give us at the end of that programme? Well, in the spirit of that, I think they normally say something like, it's keep dancing. But for me, I think focus on sponsoring, focus on bringing new blood into your team and really showing them the power of 4Case Credit. So keep sponsoring. If I had a top tip, I think it would be for everyone watching today, think of a couple of tips that you've picked up from today. What 2 things have resonated with you? And really implement those into your business. Thank you so much, Steph, for asking me to speak on our London online masterclass today. Really hope you have enjoyed what you've heard so far. I think Beth Turner is coming up next. Now, everybody in my team loves Beth because she talks no nonsense and gives you some really hot tips. And then I think we're finishing off today with Andy Waring. Now, Andy is brilliant at giving you small, practical tips to grow your business. So for me, it's over and out. I've actually got to run now because I'm off to the Isle of Wight to go and find my sea legs. So bye for now, and speak to you all soon.